Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some save yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Able to find Gray here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to Dixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, Dixon down right around the 25. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, this is Moss. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers at 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Hey, middle.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, middle.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. across the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
43 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Taylor is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen, he's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm. But I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Now it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jackson on first down.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Devontae Smith
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
York now for the extra point.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On first down, Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Odafe Oweh coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
On third and long, it's Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hey, middle.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Middle. Yeah.
Jackson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, I looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, the option is Allen.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Odafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former defensive back.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 74 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Devontae Smith, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. But that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. Nope. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll start on the ground with Moss. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And again, it's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wilson with a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's the option going right.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Allen going to keep it again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. To throw, it's Allen. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're